Bad news.
Everything's
The
fine.
bad news is that my grandfather passed away yesterday.
Sorry to hear that.
So at 11 I will leave, and Asher, the coordinator of the other English course that started in November, he'll take over. It's a huge mess. The funeral's in Tel Aviv, in Cologne this afternoon. So that's the bad news, and I didn't have a very good night, as you can understand, but okay. Thank you. So what we're going to do today is the following. We're going to start here in Herodioun. Why am I doing this? For two totally separate reasons. One, because it is highly connected with what happens later on in the day in Second Temple period Jerusalem. Two, because then the day of the Hebron Mountain will be a lot easier in many months when we'll have it. Because starting here and only at 10 something, moving towards Hebron makes that day very, very squeezed and messy. So that was the original plan, to actually try to do this. So Herodioun, where, what, we'll get to this in a moment. This model gives a good starting point of the lower part of Herodioun that we will not visit. It is not open to the public at the moment. And the upper part, which is the mountain fortress or the mountain palace fortress, depends how you want to call it, with its main structures, the fortress and palace up on top, and the structures halfway down the slope that we will deal with. We are at a place that is actually named in the maps Jebel Fureidis, which means what? Paradise. So paradise or Fureidis, and maybe Elad can help us here, is a word in Persian. It actually means a fancy garden, and that became paradise. Where did that come from? Towards the end you'll get to what this actually means. And what actually we have here is a fortress that was built in a very specific time and used and inhabited, we could say, in three main periods. Period number one is the days of King Herod. I'll make this complicated. Within Herod's days, there are two layers in the site. What does that mean? That the site changed within less than 30 years. Less than 30. In a very short period, the site was totally changed, and that's one. Two, the site was in use in the Jewish revolts, in the revolt of the destruction of the temple, 66, here till 71. The temple was destroyed in 70, but here it's till 71. And in the Bar Kokhba revolt in 132 to 130. Apparently here in 135 already it ended, 136 the revolt ended. And there's another short period the place was in use in the Byzantine period by, believe it or not, Judean desert Christian monks, like any other spot you can touch on the map, anywhere in the area of your body. So we are now in the central part of the slope from the mountains to the Judean desert, and you will easily see that later on. There are two films in the site, and when you see both, it takes too much time. When you don't see them, you miss a lot of information, so we will try to do the second case. So there's one film right here, and there's another film inside the site. We will start with the one here. I hope they'll allow all of us to go together, because the room is kind of tight. And after that, we'll be able to start climbing up. We will climb up to the top, do the top, go through the site downhill, and actually come back from the bottom. That's basically the site.
Where are we now?
Where are we? We are here. Wow. In the middle of nowhere on the hill, but okay. So, okay, so come please.
Sorry, they call it